All right, so here we have the Godzilla and X Kong, the New Empire set. This comes with Kong. He's got himself a little axe, um, and he's got himself the glove. I think they call this the Beast Glove. I forget what the acronym is, but it's an acronym for this glove here. Um, he comes with 541 pieces. The Godzilla set came with two more pieces than this, and so um, this one doesn't seem as complex as the Godzilla one, but at the same time, who knows? Um, he's got a lot of solid pieces to him. So the arms are bigger, legs are bigger. He's got torso. His torso is not as long as Godzilla's, obviously. Godzilla's got a tail. Um, but even this little waterfall looks a little bit more complex. It's a little jungle waterfall, probably representing maybe some waterfalls in Middle Earth, or not Middle Earth, but Hollow Earth, where he's at. This guy is going to stand, King Kong is going to stand up to 8 inches or 21.3 centimeters. All right. That was the front of the box. This is the back of the box. The back of the box looks like this. It's got a picture of Kong and Godzilla over here. Here's some things that he could do, some positions that he could take, and how he could yell. I was curious on his face and how it's going to actually be. So we'll see how it looks, because this one looks like it built a lot of its face. Looks like the skull. The top of the head is it's an old mold, but its mouth, its nose looks like just 2 studs, and so we'll see how this one looks and how it's built up. And so it looks pretty interesting. Grabbing knife to open this up. There we go. And then it's up like that, same way as Godzilla's box. A lot of little bags. A lot of little bags in here. 4, 5, 3. 2 is pretty big. 1 is not that big. But it goes up to 12 bags, okay? 12 bags. I'm sure a lot of the little bags, a lot of these builds, they have 2 bags at once in terms of how they want you to build it. And so sometimes 11 and 12 might be together when they are opening things up. And so this looks like the terrain and stuff like that. And so, but yeah, that's how that is. Here's the book. Yeah, the instructions, if you've never looked at Mega Constructs instructions, usually in Lego they have like 1 or 2 things done per page. This one has multiple instructions per page. This one, and the 2 pages in itself, it's got 8 steps, and so a lot of pieces. Bigger booklets, not bigger booklets, but this one is a little bit bigger. But yeah, anyway, let's get building. All right, so here I have the set. This is Kong. He comes with a beast glove and his axe he got in Godzilla versus Kong. And so this glove, I'm not sure what it does, but I'm pretty sure when he punches something, it has electricity with it. Because in the old movies, there's a fight between Godzilla and Kong where he has electricity powers, and that's just because Godzilla has fire breath, and so they gave Kong God's electricity powers back in those movies. But they gave him this axe in the latest movie Godzilla versus Kong. But let's take a look at Kong here. Okay, oops. All right, so he's got a few parts of articulation. His mouth is always open like this, but as you can see, he looks really good. From it doesn't look as bad as I thought it would look. It doesn't go up and down. It doesn't open or anything like that, but it's always open like that. So which is fine. It's a good facial expression that he's got. He's roaring. Here's his beast glove. It's attached to his right arm here, and so I'm assuming something happens in a battle where his right arm gets hurt, and he needs this glove as well. So this glove is probably not just for battle, but it's also probably to ensure that his arm doesn't get hurt any more than it is, because in this next movie that they got coming out, I'm assuming Godzilla's got to evolve for a reason, and King Kong's got to get some more gear for a certain reason. I think they get beat up pretty bad by the Scar King in the new movie, which would be cool if they had a Scar King Mega Construx figure too, but I don't know if they'll have that coming out. But here's the figure. He's got an articulation at his neck, and so he can move his head around like this, at his shoulders, at his elbow, and his wrists. And so this could actually pivot all sorts of different directions, as well as this. And so he can come and pound his chest a little bit. Well, actually, he probably can't pound his chest, but he can get pretty close to it. He gets some pretty good poses. This arm, I feel like I feel like this is more articulate, this arm over here. And maybe, I think just because he's got the axe in this arm. Because as you can see, look at, this arm can bend forward more. And this other arm, this beast arm, is not as flexible. And so he's got his axe right here. His axe looks pretty cool. And I feel like this is not attached as well. Yep, it's not. But this piece right here is not attached as well. There you go. That's better. All right. This hand has just his regular hand. I wish they came with another build for his hand, for this hand to just be the same way. But the build process was pretty interesting just because there's a lot of these brown pieces, and I had to make sure that I was distinguishing between the brown pieces and these painted pieces here for his chest, for his belly, and his abdomen area. These pieces have some gray tint to them, and it's painted on, and so you can't really tell too clearly. So you have to look pretty thoroughly to make sure that you don't put the wrong pieces in the wrong spots. Luckily, I was able to tell the difference pretty early on. Anyway, he's got a hip twist right here. Articulation at his hips and his knees, and then his little feet right here. I kind of wish they gave him longer feet, but his feet look good, and he's sturdy. He can stand pretty steady, and then he can also, I mean, he's got great poses that he could do. See, he's got great poses that he could do, where he's kind of in a gorilla stance, and so yeah, I mean, it looks great. I think in terms of articulation, this one's way better than Godzilla, but at the same time, he's supposed to be more articulate because he's a monkey, not a monkey per se, but based off of a gorilla monkey, humanoid. All right. Anyway, but yeah, let me put these guys side by side with Godzilla and Kong. right, so here are the two figures together. They look really good. In terms of size, Kong looks, I think, a little bit bigger than he should compared to Godzilla. But, because Godzilla always looks like he's quite a bit bigger than Kong. I mean, he is just in terms of length and everything, but, yeah. Kong here looks really good compared to Godzilla as well. And so the two together look great. Hopefully they make other figures that they can fight, because these two have already fought each other. They're done fighting each other. They're not going to fight each other too much anymore. But who knows? Maybe they still will. Because Kong does have this dorsal fin that comes from Godzilla. And so he made him drop it last time. And so, yeah. It's a good matchup. And it's good that they built these two. They have these two built up. They look really cool. Let's see. Can I get a good pose? Stiffen up his leg. Man, it's hard to pose Godzilla because he's just so unbalanced. Like, all right, see. All right. Anyway, but yeah, those are the two figures. I didn't get a chance to take a look at this little waterfall, but that's pretty much all it is. There's a little waterfall representing Skull Island, and so hopefully you guys enjoyed the builds. Thank you for watching. See you guys again soon.